Om Sri Lakshmi Narsimhaya Namaha. Valmiki Ramayana, Aranya Kanda, Chapter 43. Rama pursues the stag. Summary. On spotting the deer, Seetha calls Rama and Lakshmana to have sight of it. Lakshmana immediately concludes it to be Maareecha, but Seetha, keeping his observation aside, asks Rama to fetch it. Rama is also fascinated when he looked at the deer, and he explains to Lakshmana as to why that particular deer is to be hunted down. Chapter 43 in detail. That slender waist Seetha, whose limbs are flawless, whose complexion is like purified gold, and who is presently culling flowers, is highly gladdened to observe the golden deer that is brightened in one flank with the color of gold, and the other is silvery. And she shouted for attention of her husband, and even that of Lakshmana, who is presently weaponed. O noble prince, come here. Thus she called her husband and peered at the deer. And again she called, Really come with your younger brother quickly. And again gazed at the deer. And then she oftentimes called and oftentimes saw the deer fondly. Those manly lions, Rama and Lakshmana, thus bidden by Vedi, came there exploring that place, and then they saw the golden deer. But Lakshmana became incredulous on seeing it and said to Rama, I believe this deer to be Maareecha the demon. O Rama, when kings engaged in hunting games were delightedly moving in the forest, this Maareecha killed many of them, resorting to many disguises, for he is a guise changer by his wish. Maareecha is an expert in many wiles, and he has now assumed the form of this golden deer, O manly lion, which is not more than the scintillating city of Gandharvas, a city of wiles, while any trickster can create to make believe. O Raghava, this kind of amazing animal with gem-like dapples is non-existence in the world, isn't it? Hence, O Lord of the world, this is truly a phantasm. No doubt about it, so said Lakshmana to Rama. While Lakshmana of Kakaushtas is speaking thus, she who is self-satisfied as her heart is conjured by the fraud, she, such a Seetha of toothy smile, deterred him and spoke. O nobleman's son, the delightful deer is stealing my heart. O dexterous one, bring it round, it'll be our plaything. Here, in the threshold of our hermitage, many animals with adorable manifestation are moving about in flocks and herds. Say, Kamara deer, like that, Srimara deer. Also the animals that are excellent in their form, say monkeys, are moving here. Likewise, herds of Kinnara deer, spotted deer, and even bears of great might are freely moving here. As to how this extraordinary deer is appearing, O king, by way of its brilliance, tameness, or by the luster of its skin, I have not so far seen any co-equal to this. Diversely colored, amazingly limbed, and spotted with gem-like dapples, it is shining forth like a deer that is completely gemmy, and while nonchalantly moving before me, it is enlivening the forest like the moon. Ah, what a form! Ah, what a brilliance! What a beautiful bleat! This amazing limbed deer is wonderful, and this is stealing my heart, as it were. It will be surprising if this deer draws into your capture alive and well, as it creates astonishment to one and all. When we return to kingdom on contemplating our dwelling in the forest, this deer becomes a masterpiece in the palace chambers for us. O Lord, the form of this deer creates an excellent jubilation to Bharata, to you, the son of the nobleman, to my mother-in-laws, and also to me in palace chambers. Else, if that best deer does not come into capture while alive, O tigerly man, at least its gorgeous deer skin will remnant of it. I wish to sit along with you on this golden deer skin, overlaying it on a seat of tender dharba grass blades in case the deer is felled. Tradition says that this sort of unruly self-seeking is unbefitting to woman, yet the deer's beautiful body is inducing curiosity in me. Seetha said so to Rama, and remaining waited for his reply. As for the deer's horns, they vie with excellent sapphires, its golden coat with the glitter of tender sun, and its ambience with silver spots on coat with a milk way containing twinkling stars. And by that reason, even Raghava's heart is awestruck when he saw it. In this way, hearing the words of Seetha and observing that wondrous deer, Raghava is also amused by its form. And even motivated by Seetha in fetching it, he delightfully spoke this word to his brother Lakshmana. Lakshmana, behold this enthusiastic delight of Vaidehi. O Saumitri, presently no other deer indeed with such an excellent form exists in this forest. Or else, does it exist in Nandana gardens of Indra? No, it cannot be there. In the adjoins of Chaitraratha gardens of Kubera? No, it will not be there. Then, how can there be some deer on earth which is similar to this? Amazing are its hairlines, with hair upturned at some places and downturned at other. And the golden spots embedded on the coat of the deer are glittery. See, at its tongue that is exerting from its mouth while it is yawning, which is similar to the flaring tongue of fire and to the lightning form of a cloud. Its face is like a mug made up of sapphires. Its belly is pearly and having elevations or depressions in shape, and whose heart is it that will not lure for this deer with an inexplicable beauty. On seeing at this astounding look of the deer, which is golden in glitter and bejeweled numerously as it were, whose heart is it that will not be transported into astonishment? Kings, pursuing games of hunting in great forest, O Lakshmana, will be felling deer either for the sake of flesh or just for the purpose of sporting archery. And exerting themselves in great forces, they by far amass forest produce, ores, jewels, gemstones, and the gravel of gold. Everything of that wealth from forest produce will be filling the treasures of kings, like the speculated objects filling the entire treasure of Shukra, just by his thinking of them in his mind. The financial experts and the other financially well-off people say that with which ambition, activity, and aspirant unhesitatingly scurries and achieves it, that achieved target alone is lauded to be worthwhile, or as real wealth. This comely Vaidehi will be sitting on that invaluable golden skin of that gem of deer along with me. I think the skin of Kadali deer, or of Priyaki deer, or of Praveni deer, or as a matter of fact the skins of the best breed of deer or sheep, will not be matched to the deer skin of this deer in so far as a soft touch is concerned. Only two divine deers are there, this magnificent deer on earth and the other that moves in skies, remaining in stellar region. You are telling me that this is the wizardry of the demon. Even then, Lakshmana, if this results in that way as a demon's wizardry, my duty also results in the elimination of the deer. If this deer is Maareecha, this heinous and vicious-souled demon has indeed tortured many eminent sages earlier, when was on the prowl in the forest. Thus he is eliminable. He rebelliously killed many kings who are excellent archers while they were in hunting games, at least for the reason this bestial monster is eradicable. Demon Vatapi, who held ascetics in contempt, was here earlier, and staying in the stomachs of Brahmanas, he used to come out by ripping their stomachs open, and thus he was killing Brahmanas like a mere calf killing its own mother at its time of birth by ripping the womb of its own mother. On one occasion, after some time, that Vatapi avariciously obtained that great saint and the one who is endowed with effulgent, namely Agastya, as an eatable, but actually the demon has become an eatable to the sage. On observing the demon Vatapi, who is trying to assume his original form of demon in order to come out of his stomach, that godly saint Agastya spoke this to Vatapi with a scornful smile. O Vatapi, you have irreverently eradicated the best of Brahmanas in this world owing to your might. Therefore, I have assimilated you. So said sage Agastya to Vatapi. Lakshmana, such a demon who is like Vatapi will not be there any more. He who disregards someone of my kind, who always abides in righteousness and who is self-controlled, Such a demon will be eliminated as sage Agastya has eliminated demon Vatapi if the demon happens to get at me. O Lakshmana, the descendant of Raghu, you stay here in all preparedness and guard Maithili steadfastly. Whatever enterprise of ours is there that is founded in her, I wish to catch this deer. Saumitri, if not, I will kill it. And I will be going forthwith to fetch the deer. Lakshmana, see how Vedayi's percept is overtaken by deer skin. Indeed, by the strangeness of its skin, the deer must be a mysterious being. Hence, it will not survive now. O Lakshmana, apply yourself vigilantly while staying in hermitage along with Seetha. So soon as I go, I will be felling that spotted deer with one arrow and returning quickly. O Lakshmana, you be here taking care of Maithili along with the forthright, formidable, and fatherly bird Jatayu, and be watchful and suspicious from everywhere, and ever split second. Thus Rama spoke to Lakshmana and started to go after the deer. Thus, this is the 43rd chapter in Aranya Kanda Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.